We both were having issues. What's going on, everybody? This is the PWZ podcast. I am Rick Del Santo, the professor, if you will. And we are live. And I am joined today by Showtime Marcel Williams. And we're going to be talking about a lot of professional wrestling. I hope that you're here to enjoy our time talking about the great sport of professional wrestling. Marcel, how are you?
I'm doing good, my guy. It's July 7th. Technical difficulties. It's always something. Every time you have something planned, it's life. But we are here to talk about professional wrestling, Dynamite, um, alley fights, and test of strength Saturday. So
Yeah.
be patient with me. I'm a little as we call it, I'm a little tight about technical difficulties. Can't stand it. It happens though.
It would not be the PWZ podcast if there was no technical difficulties of some sort. Sorry for anybody trying to view us on time and that we showed up late because of these technical difficulties, but we seem to have them fixed. So let's hit the road. Let's get the show on the road.
It's gonna be a busy weekend this weekend for the local scene. As in tomorrow, we got PAPW alley fights. You want to start with that first?
Yeah, we can start with that. Let me get to that to my notes regarding that. There, the match list, I should say. I do have them here. Hang on. Of course, let's just start off with, of course, you and Lucas Chase have a long history here, and you guys will be meeting supposedly one final time in a 30-minute Iron Man match to settle this feud that you guys have had.
Yeah, I guess it stirred up to be a feud, but now it started at Black Friday last year for the special Black Friday edition of Alley Fights. It was a match of pride. We went to time limit, 20 minutes, and he's been asked for a match ever since then. I've been voting him because I had better things to do. That was the PAPW championship at the time against Matthias. So obviously I didn't win the championship, and he was on his road with his contract to grab any gold in PAPW, and he grabbed the PAPW Intercontinental Championship, which I really wasn't looking forward to any championship. I just wanted the rematch against Lucas Chase because obviously he even asked for it. I didn't mind doing it, but now the PAPW Intercontinental Championship is involved. He picked the stipulation, 30-minute Iron Man match. I'm ready. I'm down. Maybe be the final time. Maybe we'll do it again, but this time matters.
I am looking forward to that match, and I don't know if you saw what I said earlier on your post regarding this. I said I'm predicting now it's going to be a match of the year candidate going forward.
Oh, listen, the heat is on me now, huh? I gotta pull out a 5-star performance match, huh?
Oh yeah. Listen, another match I'm really looking forward to that evening. Two guys one made an appearance somewhat recently. The other I have not seen in probably maybe a year's time in Paradise Alley. Jiggy Sosa is going to be taking on Johnny Santos, the returning Johnny Santos.
Yeah, two big returns here. Johnny Santos have done a few alley fights in the past, and one big event, I think like a year or two ago. And then I'm saying Jimmy, somebody named Jimmy. Jiggy Sosa is making his return at PAPW, and this match is going to be real good. These two are really underrated performers that is looking to stand out, and I can't wait to see this match.
My opinion here with both guys, but you know, Johnny Santos is a star in the making. He's a star on the rise. He's a very good performer. He's got that aura about him,
Mm-hmm.
celebrity. And Jiggy Sosa is one of those guys. He's like a workhorse, so to speak. He's like
Absolutely.
one of those really good in ring performers, and I'm really looking forward to seeing this match.
Yeah, when Jiggy's on, he is on, and like you said, Johnny Santos got that it factor behind him, where he got the charisma, the promos, the dress, all that. I'm looking forward to his match.
The PAPW United States Championship, Ichiban defending against Jarrett Diaz and Kylon King. Originally supposed to be a four-way. Excuse me. It is going to continue to be a four-way, but Bobby Buffet, who was involved in this match, had to pull out. So there is a huge question mark there as to who will replace Bobby Buffet for this match. So I'm looking forward to this one. It's going to be, did I say Ichiban, Jarrett Diaz, and Kylon King, which I think that right there, the three of those guys are going to put on a banger. I don't know, man. This can go really any way, but Ichiban is quite the performer, if you will. Has been putting on great matches after great matches with that belt, and let's hope he doesn't lose it.
Yeah, let's hope not. PAPW United States. But you got Kylon King in there who's also doing the same thing. And then you got Jared Diaz who's also doing the same exact thing as the other two. So this match is going to be real good. We going to figure out who the fourth opponent is. This is a stacked Alley Fights card for tomorrow. We already announced the 2 championships that will be online, but we also got a 3rd championship on the line as well.
We do. Where is it? Do I have that one here? I don't have that here. I'm sorry.
I got you. Is Dustin Flash Waller defending the Alley Fights Championship in an open challenge?
You're correct. My bad. I forgot about that one. Sorry.
We didn't have no technical difficulties. We'll be ready, but
yeah,
that's what happens.
Right. I'm curious about the open challenge because he says that he wants to take on somebody that he's never taken on before. We're gonna have to see how that goes, because it could be anybody that can come out there and they could take that title.
That's correct. Open challenges are real iffy. We already seen open challenges in the past, watching AEW and watching also WrestleMania when Cody Rhodes made his appearance. And sometimes open challenges in the indie scene is kind of tricky as well. So somebody's looking to win the Alley Fights Championship from Dustin Waller tomorrow night. Hopefully, Dustin Waller survives.
From there, the Battle Academy team of Hunter, Lorenzo, and the girl, Skylar.
Skylar Gray.
And the mixed 6-person tag team match, not a title. Taking on Jay Baker, Stevie Legend, and Big Juicy. I just want to say congratulations to Stevie here. I saw that he won his first championship. He posted out in Maine. I'm already having technical difficulties. Now I'm dropping stuff. At least it wasn't my microphone. My computer just been there.
These are one of these episodes that we just gotta look back at. Like that night was the drizzling.
I can't wait to make a PWZ bloopers episode, and this is definitely got to be on there. I was just going hello to each other for 5 minutes.
Absolutely.
So this is going to be an interesting matchup
and everything.
Yeah, right. I feel like this is going to be a really interesting matchup. Skylar Gray has finally gotten to see a lot of action here in Paradise Alley. She's been on a roll. She just defeated Big Juicy at Wild Wild Wrestling last week in quite the matchup. And, Battle Academy is Battle Academy. They're no one to be, trifled with, as the Guardian of Chaos would say.
Yeah, they've been on a roll lately on Alley Fights, and then obviously they won the Power Play elimination match last show. So they've been on a roll lately, and I guess they continue this roll with Chris Battle as a PAPW champion.
Of course, we got Matt Awesome taking on Fly 9 Noriega. I'm not sure if Fly 9 knows what he's getting himself into here. Matt Awesome is a very good competitor, but the two spent the entire day talking shit to each other on Instagram, so we're going to have to see. It's become very real, as they say.
Yeah, they have worked themselves into a shoot, as they say, behind the scenes. And I guess this match is going to be a really off-the-wall contest between the two. and I look forward to seeing all of it get completed tomorrow. Hopefully it don't
Yeah.
end up being a whole month storyline where they're just popping up at people's houses and taking people's sneakers and stuff.
Sorry to continue to laugh, but we got Stan Michael, who I believe is debuting, if I'm correct, taking on the returning Mills Hendricks. Mills Hendricks last Alley fight uh, got his first win for Paradise Alley, and he was a guest on the show about a month ago, and a very nice kid. So if anybody wants to learn a little bit more about Mills Hendricks and his wrestling career and such, go back and check it out. This match, I have a feeling it's going to be a fun match. It might be another win here for Mills Hendricks.
Yeah, Mills Hendricks on the road trying to go nationally in different states, and he's bringing it back here at Alley Fights, hoping to get the W and a big
Yep.
debut for the other opponent as well, who I look forward to seeing. Even though I'm really busy doing my 30-minute thing, I'm still gonna check out the talent and see how all these results go down. As we gotta report this live on the PWZ podcast next week.
Tuesday. Yeah, next week we're going to be talking about it. You might be asleep, taking a nap after your match, so you might not be able to pay attention to any other matches, provided
Trust
that's
me.
not live.
Trust me, 30 minutes is a long time, so I'll still be awake though. I'll still be ready.
We got, let's see, we have Test of Strength on Saturday, Undeniable 3. Where is this? In Waterbury, Connecticut, I believe. Let me scroll up here and find the venue. It is at the Elks Club, 283 West Main Street, Waterbury, Connecticut, with a very special guest, former WWE star Carlito, as a part of the event. And it says here that front row seats are sold out. General admission are $20. And kids under 13 are $10 online, 20 at the door. So check this out. Former WWF superstar, Carlito. Got to throw in that super part because it's very important when referring to WWE. In a mixed tag team match, The Mission taking on the Slick Wagner Brown, Matias, Gabby Ortiz, and Encore.
Yeah, Encore made an appearance there before. He also made a few appearances on, I think it was WWE recently, doing extra work. But The Mission, going to get Slick Wagner Brown, Matias, and Gabby Ortiz. This is going to be a good mixed tag team match. A lot of mixed tag team action this weekend.
Yeah. I guess you can say whether Connecticut's mixing it up this weekend. Bad pun. Triple threat match. Mike Skyros taking on Jordan Rowe and Carlito. I'm going to tell you that I think that Skyros and Rowe are going to kill this right here. Carlito might not know what he's getting himself into with here.
Nah, two real great performers as a Mike Skyros and Jordan Rowe. And Carlito, obviously, we already know the history with him. Should be a Hall of Famer soon. No matter how much time he was in the business, he still had a legacy in this business. But I look forward to this triple threat match, and it's a big showing for Mike Skyros and Jordan Rowe.
We have the K1 Classic Championship, Ichiban taking on VSK. Of course, VSK, part of the Cardonas in the NWA, and I believe he's made appearances elsewhere. I'm expecting this to be a really good match. Ichiban retaining the K1 Classic Championship.
Yeah, Ichiban been on a roll. He not only got the PAPW champion, United States Championship, but he got the K1 Championship Classic. And I see him walking out still, the K1 Classic champion. Tribute to Killer Kowalski.
Yes, sir. We got the Test of Strength Championship. Ryan Frost is going after champion Marco Santiago. Is it Ryan Frost's time? It's hard to say that. Ryan Frost time to take that title.
It's probably his time. He felt like it's his destiny to take this TOS championship, and Marcos has been on a roll lately, not only in other promotions but even here by winning the TOS championship. This is a big deal for Ryan Frost, and I look forward to looking at this match being the top title of Test Strength.
Absolutely. We got Red Sawyer taking on Mark Alexander. Mark Alexander, of course, made Paradise Alley appearances. I'm not familiar with Red Sawyer. I'm sorry. I'm not sure much about that guy.
No, I'm not either. It's probably it's his debut for Test of Strength, I think. So Mark Alexander, I definitely know how he works and great guy. I got an upcoming match with him at the end of the month at Coliseum.
Yeah.
So look forward to that match.
Tag team titles is a Miracle Generation, Dustin Waller and Kylon taking on Danny Miles and Lucas Chase. I'm looking at Miracle Generation to retain these titles.
Yeah, I see them retain these championships that well. You know, Danny Miles and Lucas Chase. He probably won't even be 100% after Friday to make it for the next day, but he called himself the Iron Man, which we'll figure that out. But also, Danny Miles and Lucas Chase not even a tag team, so you don't know whether they're gonna mix or match or whether they're gonna do it or not. So I see Miracle Generation taking this.
In the six-way, Montekia taking on Bobby Orlando. Jay Bricks, Clara Garias, Lorenzo Vendetta, and Joseph Alexander. I haven't seen Joseph Alexander in quite some time. I think the last time I saw him was at a Paradise show.
Yeah, me either. This is big news right here. I've seen Joseph Alexander in a hot minute. So I see Bobby Orlando. No, I see Montequila taking it.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to go with you there. I think that guy's great. And then, of course, we go to an open challenge. TJ Howell takes on an open challenge. Just what I said.
A lot of open challenges and mixed tag team matches.
Seems to be the popular thing these days. I think that this could end up not working in TJ Howell's favor for some strange reason.
Yeah, I've seen all the shenanigans that he's been going through, and I can see this not going well for him.
All right, so what do you say we get into some All Elite Wrestling?
We are getting ready for Dynamite live from Rochester, New York. What you thought of the event as a whole?
I thought it was an okay event. I did not get fully invested in the episode for some strange reason. I don't know why. Sometimes I get taken out of it for some reason, and this was not one of those. I do have some complaints, and as we go along, I will explain those complaints, but I will tell you which I did like. I guess not everything is going to click with everybody all the time.
Absolutely.
What's your opinion on this?
I thought it was a solid episode. A lot of news came out of it, and I felt like they should have did certain things and don't do certain things. But we'll explain that along the way.
We had a new TNT champion in Wardlow defeating Scorpio Sky. I don't think that America Top Team needed to get involved in this. If you noticed, a lot of Wardlow's matches, people seem to get involved just for him to destroy them. Don't you think that formula might get a little old here and there? Just doing that same thing over and over. And I get that this was a title match, so just to have all that interference, and it just seems to be a little bit too much sometimes. And that's just my personal opinion, that it was just a little confusing at times to see all this happen for a title match like this.
I agree. I agree with that, especially like I said before. The street fight rule did not need to be put on this at all. It did.
Right.
It should have been just a regular match, and if they got involved, then they got involved in a certain type of way. You didn't have no ref bump throughout the whole show anyway, so you could have did a ref bump. Why not? But I kind of feel like it was time for Warlord to take it. People complain about Scorpio Sky not having a good title reign or whatever. The title reign wasn't even good the first time. He wasn't given a chance the first time. And I feel like when he won the TNT championship in that ladder match where it was a great moment for him to take that title and be a babyface. They switched him back like nothing
Yeah.
ever happened. So I think they need to reset the TNT Championship and just you know start from fresh. And Warlow's the guy to do it.
The TNT title has not been taken seriously for a number of months now. What's it? Since I don't know. I guess the people are saying that it's Sammy Guevara that just was not doing a great job as a champion. Uh, I mean, I don't know how to really say that, but I just think that it was taken. It just ended up being somewhat of a joke, I guess. The
Yeah, I
belt
agree with that.
itself. So now I think that Wardlow could reinstore the fans' faith in that belt and make it more serious.
Yeah, time to reestablish that championship. Make it. I don't want to take any gimmicks from nobody, but make it great again, basically, and hopefully,
Wow.
move, make it great again. And not saying that I'm on that tough side of the team when I say that gimmick, but it has to be made great again because you got a lot of potential for the TNT Championship.
There is. I think it could be a very great title. And then let's not forget that they keep adding titles, so that could also diminish some of the titles. You know what I mean? As well.
Absolutely.
From there, we went to John Moxley backstage. He said he wouldn't be caught off guard. He knows what kind of monster he's taking on him, Brody King. That match is later on tonight. I don't know. What do you think of Moxley's promos? I'm not digging them as of late.
Nah, Moxley can cut the promos. He can do the talking. The only pet peeve, which is one of the issues that I am going to talk about this show, there should have been some type of footage showing us what Brody King can do. And I ain't talking. I know he's been in here for a few months for AEW doing stuff, but show us some Ring of Honor footage that you purchased.
Yeah.
Educate us just like the Forbidden Door. I can't talk. Forbidden Door. Um, educate me about Brody King, and just make me anticipate this main event for this interim AEW Championship. Make me care about it while CM Punk is injured. But I kind of feel like they should have did that.
Yeah. It seems like they don't. Brody King has been there for a few months, as you said. He's been part of a faction, and he hasn't really been used much outside of that as far as like a singles competitor. Too much, unless it's been on Dark or Elevation. So, like you said, educate the fans that are watching Dynamite. Now, I'm not even sure how many people actually watch Elevation or Dark. So, how many people will be familiar with what this guy can do? Because not everybody watched Ring of Honor.
Exactly. So not everybody watched it. Nobody's invested in anything of what Brody King has done since doing his stuff with House of Black. Like I said, we just know him as a trios part of the trios. Let us know. Show us some footage. Make
Yeah.
us care. You have all these other promos that don't mean anything. Like we'll get into in a few, but like just educate me. You have Moxley work hard here to promote a match when you could have just did it helping him with footage of
Yeah.
ROH footage.
I'm going to skip over the Tony Nese and Mark Sterling. They just
That's
basically
another. See, that's the reason I say that's one of them. That segment
Yeah.
could have been cut for a video.
It's very WWE esque backstage segment, comedy segment. It was useless. Christian Cage and Luchasaurus. Thank you very much. Apparently, I'm not even on the sauce tonight. So,
Me neither.
so he said the fans want to know why he turned and decided to remain aligned with him, or Luchasaurus decided to remain aligned with him. Matt Hardy came out, basically, he's the Michael Jordan of being an asshole. And he said, Jungle Boy, he tried to sell it. Jungle Boy was his friend, and he screwed him over, etc., etc. And they basically went back and forth for a few minutes, and I don't know. Did you think this added anything? And I'm kind of getting tired of this feud. I mean, Jungle Boy hasn't appeared back yet, so I'm just waiting for that to happen. And I guess that's the anticipation part. But It's been going on.
I mean, I love the Christian work. I love the Christian
Yeah.
work. A lot of people saying that he went too far with the Jeff Hardy situation, putting that out there. But Christian throwing out bombs, he becoming the must see promo of the night, and I like what Christian's doing, especially when he got Luchasaurus doing all the work for him.
Right.
But I guess we will get a little match between Luchasaurus and Matt Hardy, I guess, which I don't want
Yeah.
to see.
I'm not interested in that at all. I like
Nothing
Luchasaurus a
against these
lot.
performers. I
Yeah.
want no beef.
I'm just I'm just not interested in seeing Matt Hardy at this day and age. No offense, Matt Hardy, but Luchasaurus I like watching. But yeah, and then there was a video package of blood and guts, and was it what the hell is it? Menard said
Matt
he did it for
Menard.
Jericho. Yeah, Menard said he did it for Jericho. Regal said that he had never seen such destruction, and Kingston said he wanted more.
Did you see the long version of this promo?
No, was it online?
Yes, it was online and it's very a must watch. If Matt Menard and if they really want to sit here and really be baby faces, they could have with this promo. Check it out on YouTube on the All Elite YouTube page.
I want to say hello to Matt Awesome, who is here in the chat. Thank you for tuning in. And we were talking about tomorrow night a little bit earlier. We're definitely looking forward to the match with Fly Nye. I think, yeah.
Thank you for joining us, Matt.
Thank you for joining us. From there, what is it? They showed a promo between Claudio and Jake Hager. People were making fun of Jake Hager online, talking about his speech and how they can't understand what he says. The guy's got a speech impediment, like a lisp, so they're sitting there cutting on the guy.
Of course they would. Dusty Rose had one.
Yep.
Cody Rhodes kind of got a little bit. Come on, it's come on, Jake Hager, man. Give him a break. Give him a break.
Hell of a nice guy.
To this match. I really look forward to this match of the real Americans.
You're looking forward to the reunion? All right.
No, it's the match I'm looking forward to. I don't know about the tag match or them forming.
Yeah.
But I heard Claudio talking, by the way. I forgot. Claudio had a chance to cut a promo, which was not that bad.
The guy could talk. He just didn't on TV. Elsewhere.
Well, you listen to Vince McMahon. He said that he was maybe too Swiss.
Doesn't make sense.
It doesn't.
Too Swiss. You can say McMahon. And McMahon doesn't like. He doesn't. They also said certain people sounded too Southern, so he didn't want them on their television.
Exactly.
So, you know what I mean? So he wanted everybody to sound like they were from New York.
That sounds about right. I'm surprised AJ Styles survived so long.
I guess his performance outshines his accent.
Absolutely.
Swerve in our glory. Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland defeated the Butcher and the Blade. I can't get tired of this tag team of Keith Lee and Swerve. I like this team.
I do like this team. This match though, it wasn't clicking.
Nah. I just don't think they had the chemistry with the Butcher and the Blade.
Nah, they didn't. They just tell a little story here in between when Keith Lee knocked down Strickland, and they kind of made up at the end. But the main thing is we got a triple threat tag team match coming up next week for the AEW Tag Team Championships.
We do. We'll be running down the entire lineup the lineup that we have, so far, towards the end here. After the match, Powerhouse Hobbs and Ricky Starks interrupted. Hobbs was tired of being disrespected. Starks was tired of them acting like they're somebody. Excuse me, I looked at my notes. There's levels to this, and Lee and Swerve aren't on their level. Starks, I think, cut an intense promo right here this night, man. I thought it was really good. Starks is so fucking good.
TN Couponer popped on in. I appreciate you taking your break from work to watch us. Appreciate you. Thank you for joining in.
Thank you for joining in, my friend. Thank you.
Yeah, S- Starks is the best, man. I swear. This dude taking loafers off, running up the aisle, 1997 Ric Flair promo style. Um, it was getting even better until the Young Bucks came in. Your favorite?
I gotta tell you, every time that I see those guys on television, I cringe. It's just, I don't want to say it. Maybe I could say it, but they're ridiculous. I mean, it's just, but the thing is, they're over. You know what I
Yes, they
mean?
are.
Fans love them. I don't have to, but it's
You're
okay.
right.
You know, I did enjoy certain matches that they've done, such as the match with FTR, and the match with Lucha Brothers. I enjoyed, and I just can't get into these guys at all. And they dress like old men or like my 14-year-old nephews. You know what I mean? And those damn outfits that they wear. So I'm telling you,
They have their moments, but you know what? When it comes down to brass tacks, when they want to perform, they pull it all out. And this triple threat tag match should be real good. Before we had something similar a few months ago with Jurassic Express, but with the Young Bucks involved, I think this could be real good. Um, I don't know. I guess the road to FTR and Young Bucks is coming soon because they did say that they're the best tag team in the world.
huh? Some people say the Bucks are. Some people say FTR is. I'd like to see
They,
that, and I guess that's what they're trying to build towards.
they're tied up,
Yeah.
1-1.
House of Black cut a video promo. Malachi Black said he envied the pain Moxley inflicts on himself and others. Brody King will leave his mark on him forever. Of course, there was a nice Eddie Kingston promo. Got to tell you again, Eddie's the best, dude.
Eddie is smoking hot right now, and he knows how to talk and continue the story with him and Chris Jericho, which keep
Yep.
us invested.
So they brought the Dark Order out for a
Wait, before
promo.
before
Hold
you
on,
do
hold on.
that, you missed the
Yeah.
most important part when
Oh, Jericho interrupted. I'm sorry.
yeah, Jericho interrupted and they did an old Dusty classic. They put Ruby's arm in the door and smashed it.
Yeah, you're right. And it says the Ty Conti slammed the car door on Ruby Soho's hand. So I hope she's okay.
I hope she's
Kayfabe.
okay too, but I
Yeah.
guess they getting ready for some more mixed tag team action. I guess soon.
Yep. Yeah. So then that actually adds something to the story to progress it forward. I think that's not so bad right there.
No, it's not. It's not. But this next segment is the longest reigning story that's
Ow.
going forward for the next probably 9 years. But go ahead.
9 years. Let's see. There was a Dark
How old is
Order
he?
promo.
9?
He's got to be, yeah, somewhere around there.
Well, 10 years. 10 years of great storytelling that's coming up right now.
Okay. Rochester is, of course, the home of the late Brody Lee, and of course his son, -1. Showed up there with a mask in the Dark Order. I actually kind of was surprised that the Dark Order showed up on a Wednesday night. I mean, they thought they were pretty much relegated to Elevation or Dark.
That's
So,
messed up. Yeah,
I mean, no offense, but um, the fans loved it. Though the fans loved it, and then the fans loved it when with the altercation with QT Marcel, and then who comes out but Adam Page,
yeah, Adam Page got a
former
big
Dark Orderman. Yeah, and this
not exactly a dark order member, probably a supporter.
associate,
Yes, a
but
supporter.
yeah. And then they showed clips of -1. What was what's the guy's name from? He was on Dark, but he wrestles for championship, or not wrestles, but he's a
I
manager in
forgot, but
championship.
they showed
They
riding
showed him.
somebody on
Yeah,
the back and him
he's from
pulling
champion.
down T.
The other guy's pants. Yeah, I was like,
Yeah, he pulled down QT's pants. It's negative one greatest hits on Dark.
this next match, I have to say, we're gonna talk
Wait,
about
before you say
this.
that, it was the most important thing that continued this
Well,
this rivalry. Negative one said he will not pin QT Marshall until he turns 18. So you know what that means.
he's gonna
Long
train.
storytelling.
So even if QT Marshall leaves AEW, he's got to be back at least at some point. They have to bring him back for one night.
They gotta bring him back for one match only. That's been uh 11, 12 years in the making. Yeah.
So I think he's 10 now. It says here in my notes. I think I wrote that down. So
So another 8
uh,
years.
this is going to be the longest storyline. Lloyd's at TN Coupon says, "Good grief, longest storyline for negative one." Yeah, we're gonna sit here. We'll watch it. So
We'll
we'll
watch
entertain.
whatever that's shown to us, but just remember it's gonna be 8, 9 years in the making and story clips and everything gonna lead up to this match.
If we're still here in 10 years, for Christ's
If we
sake.
still here, God forbid, not
There
gonna
you go.
win.
We got a goal here apparently. So Roosh defeated Penta. He took his mask. My
Oh
question
wait,
is,
before you say this match, I'm sorry to interrupt.
again,
Commentary.
yes.
What do you think about the change of the commentary of Taz, Excalibur, and Tony Schiavone for first hour, and then Jim Ross switching over to second hour?
They're supposed to be putting Ross over on Rampage as well, correct? From what I've read.
That's what I seen from the first Rampage that was last week. Yeah.
There's very few commentators can hold the same microphone that Jim Ross has held. I'll tell you that. Tony Schiavone is one of them. He is a great commentator. I think Excalibur catches a lot of shit, but I think he's actually very good um, at what he does. I don't mind the split. Taz is also a very good commentator, or else he wouldn't have lasted. Yeah,
Taz
he
is on
wouldn't have.
top of his game right now.
Yeah, he wouldn't have lasted in WWE and TNA for so long as a commentator if he wasn't good. Well, TNA, I don't know because they hired anybody. It seemed at some point. No offense, but it just seems. I don't know. I don't mind the split up. Is Jr. not able to do it? Is he just? They're just trying to make it more entertaining. I know Jr. catches a lot of grief on what do they call it on the social media from the IWC, which I think is quite unfair because to me, is probably the second greatest commentator in professional wrestling history, next to Gordon Soley. But I think that him being on the second now, I don't mind it. You know, maybe he doesn't want to do it for 2 hours.
Nah, that's you may be right, but absolutely it makes the broadcast it refreshes the broadcast.
Yeah.
So basically get the best of both worlds. You get Tony Schiavone in the beginning and then you get the JR Phil at the end. So I agree with the change the way they did it.
Do you remember when you grew up probably watching wrestling? Most of your shows were like an hour long wrestling shows. Very few were 2 hours. And when I was growing up, primetime wrestling was 2 hours, which was not an episodic television by any means. It was just a bunch of matches, and then they would show some promos and hype up the events to come into your area. So there's no like really great 2 hour broadcast like to sell something like they do now.
Exactly.
So sitting there through an episodic Jesus Christ, that doesn't make sense. An episodic show like this, it can get tiring with so much action going on after an hour. So of them making the switch, it could very well help out, rejuvenate, reignite the watchers that might be worn out from the first hour.
Yeah, I fully understand that. It takes me back to Nitro when Nitro used to change around with Larry Zbyszko and then switch over to Bobby Heenan and sometimes do Eric Bischoff and then into Tony Schiavone at the end, especially when they went into a 3 hour format. So yeah, I'm used to the change. It's something fresh,
Thank you to Young Couponer. Thank you for watching. And we're going to be, I think next week I want to discuss a little bit more of the Flair's last match. So because that show seems to be adding more and more matches that are just going to be bangers. So it's going to be a good event.
You know what that means? Ric Flair match gonna be 2 minutes or under.
I don't think he's going to go on a 60-minute
Get
Broadway.
ready.
Uh, all right, so let's get back to this match. Roosh defeated Penta, and quite a good match. I thought this was a really, really good match. Roosh is AEW television debut. Of course, they took the mask again, and this is what, the third time in his career Penta got his mask stolen?
Nah, I think it been many more than that. But this was another example as well. Like you got Roosh, you got all the film for him for why you didn't do this before this match to introduce us to Roosh. It's stuff like that. That's what I'm talking about. Like you got the footage, show it,
Yeah.
fill us in. Who this guy is? Obviously, I know who
Yeah.
this guy is because I follow wrestling a lot. But this match was real good. I think Penta needed to get some type of Velcro on his mask or some glue because this thing was coming off all the time. And
Weave it into the back of his hair, maybe.
that, or
No.
get some paint, put it under the mask to stay on. Maybe somebody got to go through the effort to get paint remover or something like that. I don't know, but yeah, the mask thing is kind of getting too carried away now. But oh, our boy is in the chat.
I was going to ignore it, but
I know you was. I know.
uh, so okay. So Samoa Joe is going to be taking on Jay Lethal for the ROH Television Championship at Death Before Dishonor. I think we kind of knew that was going in that direction. It's a match that's I think is going to be a banger, so I'm looking forward to that. That is also at the end of the month, right? Correct? I'm not sure exactly. I don't remember what the date is offhand. Was it July 30th or July 20th?
What for
Death Before
ROH
Dishonor?
show? I gotta
Yeah.
look up the date. I know July 30th is SummerSlam.
Okay, so it's not it's around that time period, I believe. There's a lot going on that weekend too, the entire weekend. So
July 30th.
yeah, going up against SummerSlam is Coliseum Pro. So
Yeah, I
people
know.
got to make their decisions. Go out and support the independent wrestling. Peacock will be there. That's all I got to say.
Peacock will be there for $5.
Yeah, or free if you're an Xfinity subscriber. However, I feel that I read an article that Peacock is going to stop, or Comcast is going to stop that pretty soon.
Of course they would.
Yeah, the free tier. So Lethal, Sanjay Dutt, and Sutton Singh were backstage. Dutt was ecstatic, if you will, saying that Lethal would win the title. Lethal said he wouldn't take Joe lightly, but he would take his championship.
Yeah, this could be. I kind of feel like the storyline didn't need to be needed, but they've been pushing it so much though for this ROH pay per view. This is really gonna be a real good match between these two.
Yeah. All right, hang on. I'm trying to get to my notes here. All right. So we finally got our answer as to what side this would end up with this next match. The Acclaimed and the Gun Club defeated Roughing It. That is such a bad name, dude. So bad. So, of course, after the match, there was the altercation between the Ass Boys, the Gun Brothers, and the Acclaimed, where they laid out the Acclaimed. And, of course, Billy Gunn comes out, yells at him, and then, of course, takes his side of his boys. And what's he give the was it the famous, or was it the Bowen?
Bowen,
Or was it? Yeah, or was it?
Turn
Okay.
Anthony Bowen.
Yep. And that was his return match. Actually, he'd been sitting in that wheelchair just smiling, doing nothing. He was better this whole time.
Yeah, that was a ploy, and I guess Billy Gunn took that as a negative, or I don't know what it was that broke them up. But obviously, the claim was getting real hot, and I told you this was coming, where they was turning on them, so they get the upper hand on some hot talent, which is the Acclaim. So hopefully, this is like a little segment that pushes the Acclaim upward to a AEW Tag Team Championship run.
Yeah, I think that it's gonna. I think they help get them. I think they're gonna feud with the Gun Brothers quite a bit. At least have a couple matches, and then, like you said, gear them to. Can't even talk. Geared to them towards the going towards the titles. I'm gonna skip over the next things, promos, because it's not really that important. Besides the Miro promo, yeah, and then Thunderstorm. The team of Thunder Rosa and Tony Storm. I'm going to bring this up here. Don't you feel that some of the tag team names in AEW are very reminiscent of something that maybe Bischoff came up with in WCW in like 94, 95, like Thunderstorm?
It does. I mean, Excalibur put it out there, and then somehow somebody clicked on it. But nobody will not disrespect the Dudes with Attitudes Part 2. I'm going to put Part 2 after that one. I'm going to start my own thing. Dudes with Attitudes Part 2.
So they defeated Nyla Rose and Marina Shafir. I cringed when I saw Nyla and Shafir walk into the ring. The hell's with the umbrellas? They teaming up with Marty Skrull now or something? Like, I was like, what the hell is going on here?
I don't know what's going on here between that and Thunder Rosa chopping Shafir, and Shafir is like, don't apologize. And Maria Shafir is not for me. I cannot take her anymore. Maybe a great person, maybe a future great performer, but she's just not ready to be on the main stage no more. I don't know what hard on anybody got in the backstage to put her on Dynamite, but she needs some training. And Nyla Rose, you already know my opinion about her. Nothing bad. It's just she's always the go-to, and you got so many women that's on the roster that you can make as a go-to.
We've seen her way too many times, and just put her on the, not even necessarily put her on the back burner. Like, just
don't even do that.
Stop relying on her so much. You know what I mean? There's a lot of other women. What about like Willow Nightingale? I think is an amazing talent.
Mm-hmm.
Give her the push.
Kara Hogan, you got a lot of women out there that can put on the same performance as Nyla Rose. She probably do a lot of hard work behind the scenes and is a great coach. Probably I'm not back there. That's if I was back there, maybe I'd tell a different story. But you gotta give opportunities to other people.
This wasn't a terrible. I mean, I guess it wasn't a terrible match, but it wasn't a great match either.
It didn't click.
Yeah. Daniel Garcia was backstage. He said Yuta doesn't strike an ounce of fear into his heart. You'll see Yuta at Death Before Dishonor, so I guess that's going to be the matchup for Death Before Dishonor. I got a couple matches listed here. Oh, those are the two matches, that and the Joe and Lethal one. So I'm looking forward to that. I think I'd love to review that one if we're both on the same page for that.
No, I'm down to do that. But we also had another challenge put out there. It's going to be FTR challenge the Briscoes in a rematch.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Is that going to end up that's going to end up for, I'm guessing that's going to end up for Death Before Dishonor.
That's official.
Yeah, it is official. Okay. All right. So let's see. And then I think we had the main event. Let me go. Yeah. It was Jon Moxley defeating Brody King. This did not do much for me. I literally, at this point, I kind of had lost interest in the show. I like Brody King. I do like Moxley. Moxley, at times, is just, I don't know. He's not doing it for me. When it was Dean Ambrose, he first came in for a while as Moxley, and even still, he does do some interesting things but as of late, it's just doesn't seem to be clicking with me personally.
I kind of call this little interim run a makeup for 2020. He had the AEW championship when there was no crowd around. Has it been success? I'll give it another month. The build up to All Out is still waiting. We don't know whether he's going to face CM Punk or not for the Unification Championship, but give us some time. Give us some time. Maybe this match would have been more better off if you showed clips of Brody King and show how much a threat that he could have been.
It's really only been, 2 weeks, right? That he's held the belt.
Yeah. 2 weeks.
Yeah. And that's pretty much it for Dynamite for me. Do you have any other final thoughts?
No, not tonight. I just gotta get ready, get some rest, because I got a 30-minute Iron Man match to win.
Well, I'm going to keep you awake for about another 10 minutes. I just want to run down the Rampage for Friday. And then I got 3 matches listed for, where the hell did it go? I think I lost. Okay, Rampage. My bad. Eddie Kingston's taking on Konosuke Takeshita. If I can, and I still can't say that right. But either way, Serena Deeb and Mercedes Martinez will be in action. Jonathan Gresham, Lee Moriarty taking on the Gates of Agony, and Orange Cassidy and Tony Nese. Let's see, is Orange Cassidy going to bring it again? And then, go ahead.
Do you think that the AEW is going to start doing the Women Tag Team Championships? I kind of feel like they shouldn't, but I kind of feel like with the Thunderstorm and Serena Deeb and Mercedes.
If they do that, they need to stop adding so many men's titles. They have so many championships. Are they going to just have the equivalent in women's? And it's nothing against the women. It is just you're going to have, say, 6 men titles, 6 that, and then nobody cares about 4 of them, and then the same in the women's division. You catch my drift? So it's like nobody can. I mean, the All Atlantic title, let's be serious. It's just another title added to because they have such a deep roster. And why do they have such a deep roster?
Because they're doing great things with the All Atlantic Championship. I've seen Pac is going
so far
international.
Yeah, so far. Let's see where it goes in a month or 2 months. I mean, the TNT title was on fire in the beginning as well.
Yeah, it was.
So next Wednesday, AEW Dynamite is Fyter Fest. We got Claudio taking on Jake Hager. In the World Tag Team titles, the Young Bucks taking on Swerve in Our Glory, and Starks and Hobbs. I'm going to say it. I think that's going to be a good match. I don't really predict that about the Bucks, but I'm going to tell you that's a good match.
Yeah, it may be a show stealer. We already know how Cornette's favorite tag team like to perform, and look forward to this being a good tag team title match.
I even said earlier today that I said, I swear to God, I'm becoming more and more like Cornette each and every day, the more ridiculousness I see. Did you see that clip of Joey Janela from that GCW event riding in the car in the match? I was like, this is the most fucking ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my entire life. You can laugh. It's okay.
Yeah, I did see that. I did see that. I'm sorry.
It's like the people that like that and that want to see it. It's like, are you serious? That's what you watch wrestling for? Is that?
There's some stuff that just don't need to be done. That was one of them. But it was funny.
It was funny, but like I said, it's I might take professional wrestling a little too seriously. I treat
no, it's good to take seriously, but that was it was real funny though.
I treat it like it's a legitimate sport, like as if it's, I know what professional wrestling is, though I'm not stupid or 5 years old. It was funny. It definitely was funny, but it definitely was just, why do that? It's something I would expect out of like an Adam Sandler movie.
We're gonna try to get that clip and air it this Tuesday.
I will have that. I will have that ready for you. But without any further ado, I want to thank the gentlemen that tuned in tonight. TN Couponer, Donnie, Matt Awesome. I think that might have been it for tonight. Thank you very much. Tuesday is going to be on fire next week. So make sure you tune in, like, subscribe, share, and, go through all the positive stuff.
Absolutely.
Enjoy.
Good night. Thank you for joining us. Good night.